Alright, if this fucking bullshit takes me back to the start of the boss fight in Phase 1, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Let me change this to Saboteur. Because, like, I can have both on at once and it won't really be that bad. Actually, let's have you be the medic. Hopefully that should help. We'll see.
You gotta go!
Crystals light our path.
This'll be quick. Got your back! Careful now! Appreciate it! You can do it! Thanks! Let's wrap this up! Oh, yeah? Cheers! Appreciate it. Bring it on! Give it your best shot.
Oh, that works so much better.
All in the wrist. One way or another, this ends now. Don't give up. Cheers.
That sword, I think, is like 6,000 points. For reasons I don't understand. Because they wanted me to expect it to be like higher level or something.
No mercy. All in the wrist.
Pry open the door to
Kind of pulled out the sword.
All in the wrist. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah.
It's just...
yourself with hate.
Exactly, I don't trust it. Is that the end of one of
You can
these
do it.
daggers?
End of the road.
I think it is. great. He has the poison.
Twice in a row?
Creation suffer.
What in the fuck? It played the animation twice, but I don't think I took enough damage at least one of the times. Fucking brute.
One way or another, this ends now! Let's wrap this up!
This does.
No mercy! End of the road.
I like how it's. He's said that up. You off Steven all before.
Don't give up!
Asshole!
Look, the rest of my body.
End of the road.
Hold the fuck on.
You can do it!
He did not take the rest of my body. John. Really? Huh. Well, this shit's reminding me of Bayonetta. Which Bayonetta came out the year before this, I believe. Like, the designs are very, very similar. And we'll walk through this within a year. Like, the graphics have a similar look between the two engines. Screen and
Have you ever paused to consider our reason for making the sea of men? We found sea crafted for a single purpose, and granted finite power to that end. With men, it is not so. Men dream, aspire, and through indomitable force of will achieve the impossible.
Yeah, it's the last fight.
Your power is beyond measure.
Pretty much done. It's the last
We
cutscene.
take the sea,
One of the last cutscenes.
that we might wield such strength. Through you, we obtained freedom from our bondage. And now,
The graphics in this game hold up way much better, or way better than Bayonetta's though. I'll just say that.
defy it.
Bayonetta 2's as well, and that was great, that was 6 years after that.
Sacrifice and that of
But they used the same engine and they made it on hardware that was
Yet, if we but summon
equivalent to
the
the Xbox
Maker,
360.
we will be granted the chance to begin again. All our sins absolved, and the world born anew. Submit the sea. Become Ragnarok. Lead us into the light.
Let her go!
We have no need of flawed the sea.
Orphan! I'll do it. I'll destroy you.
Ragnarok. The will to guide a world unto oblivion.
Can you bear?
What in
The
the
sin
fucking hell,
of our salvation.
You heard me. I said I'll do it!
You can't! I'll be fine. And you can't forget our promise. We promised to save Cocoon. We promised!
I made another promise too. To protect my family.
Fang?
Sometimes, you gotta choose! Back off!
What did you do? This ain't the time to be losing it, lady!
You too, huh? What do you gain from hurting Vanille? We're in this together! This is my focus. No one's gonna stop me! Everything I do. Why? Is this what you meant to happen? All of them.
After all we went through.
Guess I deserve it. After what I did. Are they my sin to bear for choosing salvation?
Please, stop! Stop it! Give them back!
Miracles of misery. From shattered shards, a new crystal legend will arise.
Elgato half syncs to the English dialogue, half syncs to the Japanese.
Yes! Let anger be your strength!
Is that Fang?
Despair! Despair and save us all!
Wow, they didn't even try. Weird when they did
The day of wrath is
the
come!
English dialogue and when they didn't. Because these are pre-rendered cutscenes. They wanted you to feel something here. That's sweet. That's cute.
Anger didn't drive us. We just had things worth fighting for.
Yet again. How many times must you fail?
Let me go.
Retake the form of Ragnarok. Deliver us that which we have too long been denied.
What do you want?
Yourself in hatred. Let it infuse your soul with the strength it craves. Your awakening demands an offering of pain.
Vanille, run.
No! I swore I wouldn't run away anymore! I'd rather fight and lose than give up without even trying! Bang!
Miracles out of misery. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, Fang. Who'd be dumb enough to swallow that crock?
Sure. We've all had better weeks.
We'd be dumb enough to swallow that crock.
But you can't be.
Could be more Fal'Cie smoke and mirrors.
Fang, I'm sorry.
We made you go it alone.
Second time now, isn't it?
But where were you?
Somewhere cold and dark. Just thinking about everything that happened up until now. And then it was like...
It was like I had a glimpse of the future. Everyone was smiling and laughing. Even Sarah. Even Light.
I don't know. New focus or something. I'm thinking didn't really make sense, of course.
knowing we were worm bait and all. As luck would have it, next thing I know, I feel somebody pushing me right along.
You were there too, Fang. Same side. All of us. Together to the end.
You're not alone anymore. We have a new family now. We stick together, you hear me?
Yes, I promise. We promised, didn't we? The brand of a lassie. The symbol of the focus we all faced. The mark of the fate we all shared. Proof of the promise we all made.
The heroes never die. Come on. We've got a world to save.
If we have the power to destroy Cocoon, then we have the power to save it. You say you want your day of wrath, do ya? Well, it's coming right up!
Time we gave the people what they really want.
We can do it. I know we can. We made it this far.
Right.
Let's make a real miracle happen.
Lady Luck sure ain't on his side.
Scenes and shit. Oh god, to wrap up this story. It's been over 10 minutes since I fucking
Overreach yourselves. No, we overreach you.
Is that so?
God, does this...
You don't believe in anything. You gave up on life before you were even born. Sat poisoning Cocoon from the inside, waiting for someone to come and destroy you. Sure, you think the end of the world is salvation. All you care about is death's release. So take it, and leave the rest of us alone. We don't think like that. When we think there's no hope left, we keep looking until we find some. Maybe Cocoon is past saving, but it's our home, and we'll protect it or die trying! We live to make the impossible possible! That is our focus!
Is this another fucking boss battle?
It's time for payback.
Ignorant slaves.
I'll deal with you. Cheers!
Hold on. Hold the fuck on here. Top of the death counter, this form of orphan is immune to all damage unless broken. Start the battle by casting Dispel, then focus on staggering the boss with Configuration 4. The damage he deals out is not too threatening, so if you need to heal, use Configuration 5. Once broken, keep the assault up. Rinse it. Okay.
End of the road.
Let's use Dispel.
All in the wrist.
Surrender your will.
Yeah?
Appreciate it. Let's wrap this up.
Cheers! Your anger.
All in the wrist. All in the wrist.
Oh. Okay, I think
All in the wrist.
casting Dispel. To drive up the gate. It's stupid, but it does. It's like it's not
Entice you?
staggering boss combination 4.
Ignorant slaves.
Appreciate
husk.
it.
Sense the ripples of the body.
Or it wants someone to kill it, so I guess that makes sense. And it doesn't do jack shit.
Goddess of souls. Paradise is come.
End of the road.
Not entice you?
All in the wrist.
Of oblivion! Your anger.
Okay, so Dispel really drives up the
All in the wrist. Let's wrap this up. Don't give up. All in the wrist. One way or another, this ends now. All in the wrist.
fuck just happened?
You can do it!
Curse upon curse!
All in the wrist!
Destruction is inevitable.
launched at it, so there we go. Okay, that was the final boss battle. Mysterium expanded. You didn't give Vista Gen points for the last battle.
We're here to stop him. We've come to save Cocoon, right?
Right.
Yeah, you know, Gen Xbox 360 game. PS3 aim upscaled to like a full 1080. You can make this go up to 4K on Xbox One X and Series X with the enhancements that Microsoft gave it when they brought it to backwards compatibility in 2018. Shit, it's been almost 3 years since this game had Game Pass, or not Game Pass, backwards compatibility on Xbox, which I highly recommend playing over the PC version. People don't really realize this. PC ports
Stay
of
together!
the first two 13 games are terrible.
Grab my hand.
Okay.
Like, they're not properly optimized for PC at all. You're better off playing this on either a PS3 or an Xbox One X or Series X. The reason for that being, watch Digital Foundry's analysis on it. This game looked, for the pre-rendered cutscenes, looked terrible on the 360 because of how downscaled they had to make them. They had to make the cutscenes.
Here and now.
From the 720p that they were to like barely above 480p. But Microsoft got the FFA files from Square and re-rendered them to be at a native 4K when you set the consoles to higher than 1080p output. Enhancement, but you're still getting the original, mostly the original resolution. I think it's 720. I haven't seen this played on Xbox One or Xbox One S. Series S, you're not going to get any enhancements because for some reason they didn't allow the Series S to play Xbox 360 and the Xbox One X enhancements. I don't understand why. It doesn't really matter if you can go up to 4K, just give the games like 1080p output or 1440. Yeah, you can definitely know this was released in 2009, around there. The bitrate might have also been low on 360. I don't know, I didn't play this on 360. Thankfully. But yeah.
Wake up.
Awake in the morning, tired of sleeping.
I might get copyright claim for the music, so I apologize if this part's muted at all. I already get copyright claimed for the cutscenes, which Square Enix has been generous with and taking the copyright claims off after I send a counterclaim. But yeah.
No, they gave us a new one.
At least, I hope these parts that I've uploaded recently get the claims taken off as well.
This is as much as we can do. The rest is up to you.
Does this mean we completed our focus?
Cocoon's seen better days, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I'd say that qualifies as a demolition. Focus complete.
Whatever you want to believe. It really is a miracle.
My brand! It's gone!
It's easy to lose sight of things in a world as wide as this one. But if you keep going, you're sure to find what you're looking for, sooner or later.
Whole big bunch of chocobos.
Look there!
Oh!
Sarah!
It is.
Dodge!
Daddy! Snow!
Sarah!
I think they had the subtitles there because I couldn't hear them whatsoever.
They're gone, aren't they?
Hey.
I guess they meant for this to be goodbye. And again, we've changed our fates before.
Come on.
Okay.
I missed you.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, come on, the apologies can wait. We got a wedding to plan. What? You are gonna allow it.
Wow.
Right?
You don't waste any time, do you?
No, I don't.
That's right, just charge in, guns blazing.
I swear to you, I will make her happy.
I believe you. Congrats.
Yeah, this seems like it was supposed to be a definitive ending to this story. Why the fuck did they make sequels?
When prayers turn to promises,
Granted, they did leave the door open, but like,
not even fate
13
can
and
stand
Lightning
in your way.
Returns.
We held the light of hope in our hearts and achieved the impossible. Now we live on to greet a new dawn.
Okay, that ending was pretty good, honestly. I liked the way it was directed, I liked the song, I liked the emotion behind it. It's actually not bad. I'm sorry if it was muted because of copyright claims. But yeah, that was actually on par with like a Kingdom Hearts ending. Like, in terms of the music and everything. I'd say like more like Kingdom Hearts 1. Not 2, because 2's ending is very emotional. Very good for the game. But yeah, so Final Fantasy XIII. I did not care for it. I'm sorry, but I didn't. I did not care for this game at all. I didn't connect with most of the characters. I didn't care for most of the characters. Lightning seems to change personality every so often for no reason. Between, you know, present day and flashbacks most of the time. But yeah. Like, she's inconsistently written, and she's the main character. And then, looking at this game in retrospect, after playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, it seems like this game aped a lot of Final Fantasy VII's imagery, and setups, and everything. Like, it's about a ragtag group of people who are enemies of the state, who need to, like, set the world right when it's facing an imminent destruction of some kind. And, well, here's the credits. And yeah, Lightning is very much a lot like Cloud, except Cloud's better written. Zaz is supposed to be a lot like Barrett, I think, in terms of his role, but I like Barrett better because he actually gets character development. A lot of it. I think Fang is supposed to be like Tifa. What else? I think that's basically it. And then they added on Snow, Vanille, Hope to the ensemble cast, and trying to round it out, I think, with multiple people and personalities to bounce off each other. Not bad for a setup. An ensemble cast is not a bad idea to go with. I like TV shows and other games with ensemble casts. The main problem, however, is the game is way too linear in terms of an RPG. Like, I don't care if a game's linear as long as it's, like, it suits the game and it suits the story. However, Final Fantasy VII Remake did this better. By introducing side quests and taking its time with certain things and just everything that it's set out to do with retelling Final Fantasy VII's story, Final Fantasy VII Remake did it a lot better than Final Fantasy XIII did. And I've been thinking about this for the last few days, that this game, in a bunch of ways, is a reinterpretation of Final Fantasy VII's setup and a lot of its story. And it's not really too subtle about it, and it's not really a good reinterpretation, you know? And I'm not saying it just because it's a Final Fantasy game. If you actually pay attention as you're playing the game or you're watching someone play it, or even if you read the summary or something, it apes a lot of Final Fantasy VII. A lot of places, and yeah. But then also, this game had a difficulty mode in Japan that was only included internationally in the PC version of the game for some reason. And that was never patched in to the international version of the game, or versions of the game. And I have no idea why. I think that certainly would have the game, there were random difficulty spikes. Danny Shadow 64, a string yell. What the fuck? That just made me laugh. Sorry when I noticed it on screen. But yeah, it apes a lot of, or what was I saying? It just apes a lot of Final Fantasy VII's imagery, its characters, some of the world, and even the fact that they're trying to overthrow a governmental regime that is complacent in shit that's happening. The only difference is that the game is also told slightly in medias res, with having the different flashbacks happening when they're relevant. I don't mind flashback as long as it's done well, as long as it's done okay, and it serves as the story. But when you have it like this game does, it comes off as too clunky and way too, oh wait, we didn't explain this before, here's what this is, you know? And that's not really a good way to unravel a story for most of an audience. Fabula Nova Crystallis, god damn it. But yeah. And then, I think Square Enix were thinking the game was better than it was, the dev team and the writers and everything. It's not. But yeah. And then there's the gameplay. The gameplay is not good. This is partly due to the missing difficulties and the difficulty spikes. The gameplay does not service what it wants to do at all. I can see what they were going for, but for me, the gameplay of the game was not good. It was not good at all, and the only reason I was able to get a handle on it is because of the IGN guide I was looking at, and where whoever wrote it, or the people that wrote it, had these recommended, groups of the characters and the paradigms. And on top of that, the way that the AI acted was not great. I've heard that Final Fantasy XII has the Gambit system, where you can, in the main menus, or one of the menus of the game, you can set what you want the characters that you're not controlling to do, so that when something happens specifically, that the game allows you to set what the characters are doing, they will do it as quickly as they can. I think that this game could have really used that. It's something that Final Fantasy XV shares, where the extra characters, especially a person who would be the medic, they don't do things as you'd like, and they don't do things quick enough. In Final Fantasy XV, the main problem was you had to control when the characters would use a potion or an ether or whatever healing item, and because they wouldn't do it themselves, because there was no designated healer, which could have easily been Prompto, and in this game there are healers, but yeah, and then there's the real-time elements. Square Enix, and this is how Resonant Arc put it in his retrospective of the game, Square Enix, when they were making this game, the dev team really wanted to try and make a good, cohesive midpoint between an action RPG and a traditional turn-based RPG, by having the real-time system mixed with the combat and everything. And this is why Final Fantasy XV just ended up being a full action RPG. I don't think that the way they did it in this game was great at all. I just don't. I've said throughout this playthrough many times that this game screams to be an action RPG, but it's forced to be a turn-based one, and I can't get that out of my head. 13.2 also suffers from this to a lesser extent because, like, there's more openness with a lot of the stuff. But yeah, and Lightning Returns is just a full action RPG. So, yeah, and Type 0, I believe, was also an action RPG. And there's nothing wrong with a Final Fantasy game being an action RPG. I believe 16 is also going to be an action RPG, unless I'm mistaken, from the little teaser Square Enix showed us at E3 last year, I think, or... No, it was one of the PlayStation presentations. State of Plays, when they were announcing the PS5. And I honestly think a reimagining of this game with a vastly different combat system that is actually an action RPG that takes what the game was trying to do and actually makes it good would be great. And I know there are people that love the combat system of this game. And they really, really know how to use it to its fullest potential. But the lay person does not know how to do that. I certainly don't know. And some general improvements to the game. Not only, like, graphically, but, like, also adding in stuff like New Game Plus and whatever else. And if you can transfer your saves from PS3 and Xbox 360, it might be easier on Xbox because of the cloud save data shit. But, yeah. I think Sony would have to go back and, like, update the PS3 software with cloud save compatibility, and I don't think that they do that. The 360 has been long since dead, basically, for the last almost 8 years since the PS4 came out. So yeah, but on Xbox One or on Xbox Series X and S, I think that would be easier to do, because of the cloud saving. But yeah, yeah, this game is heavily, heavily flawed in terms of the story, in terms of the combat, in terms of the... Pretty much everything about it is incredibly flawed, and there's no overlooking those flaws. I'm sorry. It's not that well told, it's not that well played. I don't like the finished package. Yeah. But yeah, if I could give the game a score, it'd be like a 6 out of 10. It gets it is a fully functional 10 is the lowest I give something that is at the very least playable. Yeah. It's gonna ask me to save clear data. Yes. But yeah, I don't like this game, I just don't. Alright, saving. Oh, and the game also takes way too fucking long to, I just saved. To get going. Or to get going in a lot of places. It stops dead with the plot progression. and it just is just not well paced in terms of its storytelling. A lot of the areas take way too fucking long. Let me see what this save data does. But yeah, and what the Crystarium expansion was. This is right before the last boss. Oh yeah, and then there's the controls. The controls are terrible. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with the menuing. Fuck. Additional accessory slot. I guess this is where post-game content comes in. Quit. Yes. So, played the entire game, and like, there's not much else I can say about it. It's just not that good. It's one of the most base-breaking Final Fantasies, and it makes sense as to why it is. At some point I'll play Final Fantasy XIII too. Don't know when that'll be. I kind of want to do different games this year for my gaming channel. I want to play through the Yakuza games, at least a few of them I want to play through, because they're all on Game Pass. Except for Yakuza Like a Dragon, which for some reason wasn't. I thought it was going to be. I want to play through the Halo series, would be nice to play through, since the Master Chief Collection has all of the games before 5 in it. At least in terms of the mainline games, and 3 ODST and Reach. And then just want to finish Hitman 2, possibly play Hitman 3. You guys will see as they're uploaded to the channel, so yeah. So, that's basically it for the playthrough of Final Fantasy XIII for the Xbox 360, on Xbox One X and Series X. So yeah, pretty weird that almost halfway through I switched to the Series X, but hey, what can you do? So yeah, if you're going to play this game at all, play it on a PS3 or an Xbox One X or a Series X. That is all I can say. So yeah, links in the description on my shit, subscribe if you want. And I'll see you guys in the next one.